arriving at court to give evidence against their mother. For 5.5 years, the Darwin brothers thought their father was dead, lost canoeing accident at sea. But they had been sold a lie by their mother. They spent months comforting the apparently grief-stricken Anne Darwin, who knew all along it was a charade. Mark Darwin was asked to describe the day his father disappeared and what his mother's reaction was. She flung her arms around me and said, "He's gone. I think I've lost him." Asked about the effect on him, he said, "It crushed my world." His brother Anthony had to return home here from a holiday in Canada where he was planning to ask his girlfriend to marry him. But as the months and years went on, Anne Darwin became interested in Panama. And one day she sat the boys down here and said she was moving there permanently because it was a nice, hot, Catholic country. And Panama is where this picture was taken. The date on it, 4 years after John Darwin was supposed to have died, exposed the lie. Mark Darwin was asked how he felt when he realised it was genuine. "I couldn't believe the fact that she knew he was alive all that time and I'd been lied to for God knows how long." Anne Darwin wiped away a tear as her son, looking straight at the jury, gave evidence against her. She listened as he described the day his father came back from the dead. Mark Darwin rang his mother in Panama to say John Darwin was at a London police station. He told the court she sounded really shocked that he had turned up after all these years. The jury was today told that John Darwin has already pleaded guilty to the fraud. Missing his sons may be the reason he ended the lie, but the consequences have left them, in their own words, stunned and betrayed. Danny Savage, BBC News, Seaton Carew.
He was the first suspect in the disappearance of Madeleine McCann, and now he's to get more than £500,000 in a libel settlement. Robert Murat took 11 British newspapers to court for suggesting he may have abducted Madeleine. Her parents, Kate and Jerry McCann, also won libel damages by a number of papers earlier this year. Our special correspondent, Richard Bilton, has more.
This is the man to whom 11 national newspapers are about to say sorry. Robert Murat is a named suspect in the Madeleine McCann case, so can't give interviews. But last summer, parts of the British media had lots to say about him. These are some of the headlines he had to endure, a series of front pages that made direct allegations linking him to Madeleine McCann's disappearance. Look at the claims he had to face. These were all headlines at the time. Day after day, his reputation was undermined. So for him and his family, the courts became the way to clear his name. A few months ago, he told the BBC exclusively about his frustrations.
My savings are gone. Mum's doing what she can, and it's just very, very difficult.
And my savings are diminishing rapidly.
Yeah, so it's getting very, very difficult. We can't really talk about it because it's the law here. You know, it's the legal system. Yeah. So we've got to keep quiet at the end of the day. You know, that's the way it is.
And those who have come to know him in the last few months say Robert Murat has seen his life stop because of the allegations.
So much has been said, which has been absolutely crucifying for him and his family for so many months, that what's happened today, what's happening now in terms of compensation, is, as far as I'm concerned, too little, much too late. Should never have happened.
Why did so much of the media get it so wrong? Journalists are well versed in the laws of libel. If you can't prove it, you shouldn't say it. But for some reason, in this case, the rules seem to be ignored. Kate and Jerry McCann have already received a £500,000 settlement from the Express Group. It's been suggested that the enormous demand for information led journalists to cut corners. This was a story that was dramatically increasing sales. Another idea is that a story on foreign soil was simply treated differently. Some media commentators believe it was a mixture of both.
The problem with this story was, dramatic as it was, nothing happened. After the little girl was kidnapped, nothing of substance